Tommy was like trying to get me to get out and take photos on Rock Creek, and as soon as I got there, I was like, "Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to break my ankle today."
Yeah.
All right, let's kick this shindig off. Welcome back to the Dirt Drive Podcast.
He's PJ Pomada. He's PJ Pomada.
We got Germany 10 Terminario and AB Fred.
Hello.
We are back. The same crew as last week. But we were talking about different things than last week. We're actually in the same spot as last week, drinking the same coffee as last week. Funny how that happens.
This is gross.
It's the power of future past. What, just your whiskey and coffee?
No, we're drinking the same coffee, wearing the same clothes. Like, we're disgusting.
Yeah. Stinky Boys. Stinky Boys Off-Road Podcast.
Nice.
Yeah, we're back. We had a little intermission where we drank some coffee and ate some donuts and talked to my wife and whiskey.
It is 9:17
Yes.
a.m.
On a
Coffee and
Sunday.
whiskey.
But honestly, as much as the evening podcasts are fun, I love a good morning podcast too. It's like a nice fresh vibe.
You're
You got
welcome.
the fucking crickets in the background. You got a dog barking.
Yep.
Got humidity. I was hoping because recently we've had sweatshirt mornings. When I set everything up this morning, I came out with my sweatshirt and I'm like, fuck, be 65 degrees. It was like 73 and I'm like, it's a little too warm for a sweatshirt. But I was really hoping for a sweatshirt morning because I love those. Like, and the reason I think I love those is because growing up, like camping and everything, like my favorite time to camp is obviously fall and spring. When you wake up and you're like fucking, you were hot, like a little too hot at night, so you had to sleep in your underwear. But when you wake up and it's you sweatpants and sweatshirt, restart the fire, like primo.
Primo camping
Yeah.
attire.
And that's one of my favorite things to do in the morning here too. Is like I'll make myself a cup of coffee like in the fall and just sit on the front porch and
Naked.
oh yeah, dude, cock out. Just fucking.
That's why the owls don't find you.
Oh, they come after like it's a fucking worm. Fucking swooping in.
Nice.
Yeah, sitting on the front porch. Like, I'm sure you get the same thing because you're kind of in the bush.
Not really.
Really?
No.
Your house is surrounded by trees and things. Is it
Yeah,
really?
we don't really have like a back porch though.
not? Okay.
And the
You can
front
say-
porch is not really much of a porch. It's
Yeah.
more like a stoop.
I stole a canoe from his house one day. So.
Yep. Because
Oh,
the
that's
truck's
right.
too small.
We should all go canoeing sometime too.
Yes, please.
I was super tempted with the monsoon that just came through. I'm like, the river's up. I can actually paddle. I don't have to fucking portage every 100 feet. Like, let me
Do you
go
have
get on the river.
canoes or kayaks? Sorry, you gave me a canoe. Do you have kayaks?
Nope.
If you look, I have 1, 2, 3.
We
It's
have
enough
2
for
kayaks.
all the boys and my wife.
Gang.
And we have 2 more we have access. We actually have 4 more we have access to. My father-in-law has 2 and my sister-in-law has 2.
We definitely should do a float trip.
Yeah. Before the end of the year. But we needed the river needs to come back up because we had that fucking monsoon of Hurricane Irma. I don't know what his name was. Betsy. Deborah.
You didn't see all the memes?
Dude, I don't know.
It was the picture of the little Debbie girl, and it was like, "Oh Lord, she coming."
So that's another one of my downfalls recently too. Is I've gone back to being off of social media, like I love it. Like every time I try and post something now, I try and do it through that Opus Pro,
Opus,
which is
Opus?
fun. It works really well. It's the AI editing software that we
you
use.
still got to show me how to use.
Yeah, we
that.
can fuck around with it after Freddie leaves.
Yeah.
It works really. You have a computer, don't you?
Yeah.
It works really well on a computer because that's what it's designed for, surprisingly. But yeah, so I've kind of been off social media. But yeah, the river was almost flooded the road. Then 3 days later, it was back down to being all the rocks are exposed.
You
can
saw
fucking
Moab recently, right?
Walk across it. Yeah, they've
That
been
was
getting fucking
wild.
hammered, dude. Hammered.
I was trying to find the video that I posted. I wasn't sure if that was like the same area that we were at.
A lot of the videos I saw were Hell's Revenge.
Yeah.
Just fucking being a waterfall. And people still driving Hell's Revenge in the waterfall. I'm like,
No thanks.
why would you do that?
No thanks.
Why would you ever want to do that? But, I mean, it's still sandpaper. It's just wet sandpaper.
Yeah.
But the traction is still the exact same because the rocks are so grippy. He's got them grippy rocks. Shorty got that grippy
Them
rocks.
grippers be gripping.
So we heard your interviews from your trip, PJ. How did the trip go itself? Because you guys didn't talk about actually wheeling. It seems like there was some
I
destruction.
didn't do any.
It didn't seem. PJ's just took pictures in the parking lot.
Ironically enough, that was supposed to happen, but I don't know why we didn't really talk about the wheeling. I think it was because
It just gets lost. Like
I intended to have more people on that we actually wheeled with,
yeah.
but a majority of the people actually left early, which I get. It's whatever. A couple of them actually left to go to a race that was going.
Yeah,
going
the 12
on at,
hours.
Reading.
12 hours, fucking the side-by-side 12-hour race.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, we had... I was bummed because, like I said last episode, I had the FOMO because I was traveling.
Yeah.
But Pam Hall, friend of the show,
yeah,
she's a Ultra 4 announcer, and she was announcing for 12 hours, was up there. Peyton Dumford was up there racing, which is a friend of the show. I want to have Peyton on again. Peyton and Daryl on again, like, desperately. They're so cool. They're so much fun to talk to. And then I've been talking to Pam once a month for the last almost year and like 3 months since the Ultra 4 at FRO about being on. And, like, I love talking to Pam. And I was so bummed that she was there. I'm like, you're fucking 2.5 hours from my house, and I'm not home. And I've got a buddy that's 30 minutes from you. With the... With, like, you said you got lost and you got busy. I told you. I mean, I tried to give you the warning. I'm like, you're going to have a plan. The plan's going to go to shit.
I mean, it still went off without a hitch. I mean, the hardest part was me just trying to figure out how to set this up.
Yeah. Yeah, you did a good job, I think.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't know how to do was the video. So I just
Yeah, it's fine.
But
yeah, I mean, like I said, I really appreciate you taking the initiative to do that. And you did a great job. If you want, if we're not available, you feel free to take it whenever you want. And go have a good time and talk to cool people. And that's the coolest thing. I think you said it in the first episode. You're like, it's so cool, like, this fucking stupid little recorder and these microphones open up so many cool opportunities. I think I think I cried about it at Devil's Backbone.
You probably did.
Shed a tear.
And Wiley's like, oh, we're getting a little emotional. I'm like, yeah, because it's cool. But, like, I think you experienced it, and you obviously said you experienced it. You're like, it's just... You pull out microphones and everyone wants to come talk to you.
Yeah.
Does that have internal memory, or you got to add an SD card?
It's got an SD card in it.
Yep. Don't worry, I was having a mild heart attack
when
I left.
Yeah, if you can't tell, I plugged it into house power opposed to...
Yes.
Well, it died on us the last time, like 4 times.
Well, it died on him both episodes at Rausch Creek, too.
I tried the Milwaukee battery. I tried... Oh, I brought my jump pack, the NOCO jump pack, and I tried that, too. And it still died.
Yeah, so I found out...
I don't know what the...
I need to figure out how, but the Milwaukee batteries have a USB timer on it.
Mm-hmm.
They will run for an hour and a half before they turn off.
Yeah.
It's only USB power?
This is on... Yeah, it's got a USB plug in the side, USB-C in the side.
Just plug it into a brick and plug it into the outlet.
Well, it's plugged into brick and in the outlet right now.
Yeah,
but if you're camping, it's still an hour and a half timer.
Really?
Yep. That's weird.
So if you're thinking about it, you set a timer for an hour.
Yeah.
You turn it on, turn it off really quick, and it resets that timer.
Yep.
But that happened to us too.
You just need.
This is behind the podcast talk. What's up, guys? I know. I'm gonna look at those at Overland Expo. But that happened to us too when we had our Zach Deal episode.
Yep.
That was our first really long one, and I was fucking a little bit drunk. Me and Tom were both a little bit drunk. I think I complimented his eyes. It was super fun. But, like, we were getting into a good flow and the fucking thing died.
Yeah, that's the worst part is you get into a flow and that's when it dies.
Yeah.
At least you know immediately when it dies.
Yeah. And it's super easy. All you got to do is hit the button and turn it back on.
The hardest part's, like, remembering where you are.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm at all
the second one that we did, it did it for...
Yeah, where are you now, Freddie?
I don't even know.
The second one, it did us, like, mid-conversation with Greg.
Yeah.
And as soon as it died, I was trying to figure it out because it wasn't turning back on and it wasn't getting back to this screen.
Yeah.
And then everybody walked off to go to the bathroom, and I was like, in my head, like, all right, this is where we left off.
You did a great flow, though, because as soon as you turned it back on, you guys were right back on. I didn't have to cut anything.
Yep.
You guys were right back on the
job, PJ.
conversation. So, like I said, you did a fucking great job. Tell us about your trip, though. Tell us about, like, wheeling with, like, two buggy rock crawlers, because I've never done that. I've ridden in a tube chassis, which is a Miller Motorsports chassis with George Schooley. But that's it. Like, I've never done any wreck wheeling with tube chassis.
So, shout out to Hadley, Culpepper Customs. He built Tommy's rig. Him and Tommy I think lamb chop pelt out. I don't know. Anyways,
I think you're right.
so they set that whole buggy up, and then Tommy's been running with the whole twin stick crawlers thing. Shout out to him. He set up this event on Facebook a couple months ago, kind of like anticipating like our normal wheeling of like maybe
Just a
5 people.
Just a few idiots coming out.
5-10 people. And then the morning of, there was like 30 plus people, and he was like,
shit.
Yeah.
huh. So it was a little overwhelming, and me being the only one like actually technically doing media.
Yeah, you
quote
were just
unquote.
riding bitch and fucking taking pictures.
I mean, Tommy literally was like, hey, do you want to just, ride shotgun with me and go wheeling?
Yeah.
And I was like, sure, I can bring my camera. We'll bring a podcast stuff. We'll do, episodes and whatnot. And
Which, like I know I've said it before, but, like, riding passenger, if you have a goal of taking pictures, doing media stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Riding passenger is so much fucking fun.
It's
'cause
so fun.
You know your shit's not going to break. You can still get home, and you don't have to fix anything. Also, you get to have the exact same amount of fun. Did you get any seat time?
No, which is fine.
He offered you seat time. At least he did on the pod.
It's fine. I wasn't too worried about it. I was in photography mode.
Yeah, it's
enjoying
so much
the
fun.
ride. Because there was so many rigs there that I was just like, taking notes on because everyone had tons.
Yeah.
There was an LJ on tons, the XJ on tons. Like, everybody had cool rigs. So I was like, I'm just having fun watching it at this point. Like, I don't even care if I don't drive.
Yeah.
But it was a good turnout. He was not expecting it. There was a lot of heavy hitters from Instagram, which I wasn't expecting either, which is another reason I was glad I brought the podcast stuff, because there was a lot of people that I wanted to have on.
Psycho Cupcake was up there too, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been talking to her forever too.
I know.
And I saw she was up there, and I'm like, did you end up talking to her at all?
I didn't recognize her at first. Sorry, again.
It gets
She camped right
overwhelming.
next to us.
Yeah.
And she didn't bring the green.
Yeah, she brought her
JK.
her 4-door.
She brought the 4-door, which I didn't know or recognize at first. And then I saw her post while we were on the trail, so I messaged her on Instagram. I was like, shit, I did not know that was you.
Rookie.
But it's fine.
Yeah, she's close too. She's on the Eastern Shore.
Yeah. Maryland.
Yeah.
Yeah. But meeting Stripper TJ, Joey, and Michelle, they were really nice people. Tommy and I are going to their wedding.
Nice.
I'm his +1.
Nice.
Hell yeah, bro.
I was waiting because you told me about that. I was waiting for them to invite you on the podcast. I'm like,
Yep.
that would be a first.
Yeah. Sam
You,
Mater.
are you and Tommy gonna hold hands?
Maybe.
Share a bed.
We might dance. I don't know.
I want pictures of that. Keep that one in the back pocket.
Yeah.
Gross.
Break It Billy. That was a fun addition to our little gang. Having him on the podcast.
Yeah, I shot him a message. He
Um.
I'm grateful for Break It Billy because he helped you get into the flow too. Because he has a podcast.
Yep.
The Jeep Life.
Yep. Jeep
Life
Life
podcast where they do a live podcast on Facebook.
Yep.
We need to do that.
Yeah, I want to do a live one on YouTube.
YouTube sucks.
I like YouTube, man. I really like YouTube, and you have a good reach on YouTube as well.
Yeah, but I don't make any money on
you
there.
should talk YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
It's because you had one cool car. You posted it on Facebook. You got 60,000 followers overnight.
Hey, easy. I've held strong though. I still have this.
No, I am talking shit, but I'm not talking shit.
Talk shit, get hit.
Do it, Daddy. Hit me.
Oh God. I like it.
Oh God. Psycho Cupcake. Where were we talking about? Wheeling?
So we had Tommy with Twin Stick, Psycho Cupcake, Scumbag Steve on Instagram, Break It Billy, Sam Mater was there, just a whole bunch of people. Bill from Hardline, he was really fun to talk to.
Yeah, he was a cool listen.
Super knowledgeable people. Like that was the other thing. Like everyone knows so much there. So when anybody broke down, we were covered.
You also had 2 shop owners on. So Bill from Hardline was on.
Yep.
And then Michelle and Stripper Joey, they also own a shop.
Mm-hmm.
So which was really cool. You get to have insight. I know we have our shop, but we love our Pennsylvania and our New Jersey. One of them's New Jersey, right?
I'm pretty sure
Or is
Joey
it-
and Michelle are New Jersey.
Yeah, but it's just fun to get insight
Yeah.
from other people in the industry.
But they were fun to talk to. They were really nice people.
What trails do you guys run? Do you guys do Rock Creek at all?
Yeah, I cheated a little bit and got all of my badge of honors while I was there.
So you just run it on your phone while
Yeah.
you're wheeling? You fucking nerd.
I actually got those in the mail before I got home.
Did you really? They
Yeah.
sent them that fast?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I don't know which we did.
Which the funny part is he didn't get the good badge of honors when we were in Moab. He's like, badge of honor is gay, and you didn't have it turn on for Moab, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did?
I got all of them.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
got every single one that we did.
Oh, I didn't know
At least
that.
the ones that are on badge of honor.
I know Travis did it.
Yeah.
I didn't know you did it.
Trevor did it too. Because he drove my Jeep.
Gay.
Hey. We did Crawl Daddy.
I think I've done
What was
Crawl
it?
Daddy before. Is Crawl Daddy the rock slab face?
No.
Because that's one of my favorite ones. It's like 30 feet of just.
I mean, it might be part of
sheer-
it, but I don't know exactly. And we did Crawl Daddy. What was it? Trail 11, I think.
Okay.
We did a bunch of trails because I got there Friday. No, was it Thursday? It's either Thursday or Friday. We got there. Tommy and I hung out, had dinner, and then early in the morning, Billy showed up, and then it was just us two. We did Rock Creek and a couple other trails just to tootle around until everyone else showed
Toodle
up.
around, just a bunch of boys
that was
running
fun.
trails together, holding hands.
Rock Creek's pretty fun.
Yeah, I think that was the first time I'd been on Rock Creek.
I did it in the Fummins.
Yeah.
I feel like I could do it in the XJ. I feel like it'd be tough. I feel like the right line choice, I could do it in the XJ.
You'd be there for a while.
Yeah, it's fine. But like days like that where you got to figure it out and like manage and shoot line choice, like hard trails like that.
Yeah.
I think that would be so much fun.
Tommy was like trying to get me to get out and take photos on Rock Creek, and as soon as I got there, I was like, "Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to break my ankle today."
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause
I'm all
those
for
are-
it, but no.
So the pictures I've seen, and I think they did a Dirt Every Day episode up there when they had the Mitsubishi,
Yep.
the fucking little plastic cladding car, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
They ran that on Rock Creek, which makes me think I could do it. But it's like boulders the size of motorcycle, like a bunch of boulders
there's-
the size of motorcycle
yeah.
helmets.
And then the AOAA has that.
The Mammoth Trail.
Mammoth Trail.
That's what they
Yep.
call it. That's
Yeah,
right.
which Break It Billy busted.
That's where he got
ran-
his
yeah.
name because he broke everything in a
I
single
think
day.
I think Leah was with him because he said he was up there for opening day.
Yep.
And Lee was also up there for opening day.
You gotta like sign a waiver and
Yeah.
Yep.
You gotta have a helmet, fire. Like you need it's like they treat that trail like a full comp course.
Oh yeah. But the good thing about that is Brick It Billy's been there so much, and it's literally his neck of the woods that whenever we go up there, he's
Yeah.
more than happy to just take us out and be the guide.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah, we have them. We have who's got the cup? You've got the Blue Mountain Jeep Alliance Cup.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of buddies up there, and Rausch Creek really is my favorite park. It's such
think
a good
it's-
off-road park.
like I've heard some rough things about the Cove lately.
Yeah, I've heard some really rough things about the Cove, which I do. I love the Cove. I've never had an issue with Dan or Willis. One of the reasons I stopped going to the Cove is because we ran it fucking 6 times a year for 3 years straight,
Yeah.
and I just got, God damn it, Freddie. I just got tired of it because I'm like, I could run the trails, eyes closed. I know where I'm going. I know the obstacles. I know the
that's
lines.
why you gotta change it up. Like
But you can only change
run
it up.
different trails.
But you can only change it up so much without hitting the same trails.
no, I mean like go to the Cove, go to Roush.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
to the
fair.
Cove,
But
go to
when
AOA,
when we were balls deep in Big Dogs, it was every 2 months you were going to the Cove, and that I
Yeah.
was guiding. I was going, and then we'd do a boys trip in there every now and then.
Now,
Yeah.
now Big Dogs is like $700 a weekend.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah, it's really expensive. Big Dogs fees is like 120,
And
and
you have
then
camp
it's
fees.
$90 for camp fees per person.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then you have your fuel, your food, your
Yeah, your expenses. Like I said, I still love the Cove. Like Dan and Willis are awesome. It's just I've fallen out of it. My Cherokee hasn't moved since we were up there in June of 23.
fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I pulled it off the trailer and parked it. I've got the crank position sensor. I still need to order the cam position sensor and full tune up. But like I said, that got put on hold because no, the JK threw an ABS light and I've got to replace the whole. I don't have to
Your
replace the whole
JK
front
through
end.
ABS light in June of 2023.
No. I'm just a shitbag. But I literally had my Rock Auto cart built for the XJ, and I was getting ready to place the order. I was waiting until I got paid again. literally after I did my Rock Auto cart, I got the discount code from like from Tom, everything, like the 5% off. I'm like, I'm gonna get paid again in 3 days. I'm gonna order it. The next day I drove the JK, fucking ABS light came on, fucking.
My ABS light's on all the time. That's fine.
Well, ABS light and traction control.
Yeah.
So I've got a bad wheel speed sensor.
That's fine.
And
Which one?
front left.
Just replace that one.
But if I'm gonna replace that one, it's got 80,000 miles on it.
So?
I'll do unit bearings at the same time. Two front unit bearings.
Dumb.
No, preventative maintenance. My wife drives that vehicle. It's important that it's set up right.
Dumb.
So I'm going to do 2 unit bearings.
You know what ABS stands for, right?
All bitches suck.
Ain't broke shit.
I don't know. Yeah, ain't pretty shit. But yeah, so two unit bearings, all 4 ball joints, and the universals. So it's like $500 on a Rock Auto. It's not that bad.
Halfway to his way to $1 million Dana 30. That's what I'm hearing.
I mean, you got a Ultra 4 car, from what I hear.
Listen, if you want $1 million Dana 30, you look at the fucking Dana 30 of the XJ. I've got $600 in chromoly shafts. I've got truss gussets.
I'm saying you're halfway there.
Lockers.
Is bulletproof.
It's bulletproof.
Yeah.
Which was what I think Tommy was giving you shit about that, or one of the guys you were talking to. He was like, no, it was the guy from New Jersey, and the episode that comes out this week that wasn't released yet. The strippers and
Baja Blast.
Strippers and Baja Blast episode. He's like, you don't need tons to have fun. Like, you can do a well-built 30 and a 44 or a 9-inch in a 44. And, like, my well-built... Jesus Christ.
You talking about Greg? Greg Martinick?
So. Yeah.
Yep.
Which I need to get his Instagram tag from you because I can't remember it.
Yep.
So I can lay it in the episode.
You know what his alias is? Clegg Martinez.
Clegg Martinez?
I follow him.
Clegg.
Okay.
Yep.
But if you guys take the XJ in September, I mean, you're gonna maybe a ring gear in the front if you do a reverse dig, but with the 33s, with the way that $1 million Dana 30 is set up, you'll have a great time and it'll do everything you need it to do. Like, I think if I go to a 35 on it, then I'll start breaking ring gears and stuff.
Yeah.
But I've got the carbon chrome molly. Chrome molly.
What gears are in that thing?
Used 410s.
Brother. You are not breaking a ring gear in a 410.
I know. But a Dana 30 410s
I had a
with
Dana
33s. It's pretty fucking bulletproof.
I had a Dana 30, 538.
I said it. You heard it here first. A bulletproof Dana 30.
Anywho.
Tell your story.
I had a Dana 30, 538s, a Detroit, and 35s, and never broke anything.
Yeah. Yeah, the one thing I broke is at Quorum at the Cove. When I had the stock shafts in it, I broke both front axle shafts at the same time on Quorum.
Jesus.
I stretched the ears.
Trevor always breaks on Quorum.
But I actually haven't run Quorum with the chromoly since I've put them in. The last time I ran Quorum was when I broke both front axle shafts. But bulletproof Dana 30, you hear it here first.
We're gonna
truss gusseted, sleeved. You guys have the opportunity to test it.
Yeah.
As I will hand you the keys. You can take my trailer, fucking bomb up to Rausch Creek and do the competition. That's September 20th.
Yeah.
I think the RC Rock Club
like
Comp,
that,
or something like that. Yeah, you guys are free to take the XJ. Maybe run it up to the shop and do gear oil.
Nah.
Maybe an oil change. But I need to order the rest of the parts. That'll be probably the second paycheck in September when I order those parts.
Speaking of competition, you need to come up to Deep Creek for Fall Crawl.
The RC?
Yeah.
I need to come see the new drift track too.
Yeah, it's pretty
I keep
good.
seeing photos.
It's really good. I don't know if anybody is into RC crawling, but Key City Hobby puts on an event in Deep Creek, Maryland called Fall Crawl, and it's pretty awesome. All 1/10, 24 scale, 6 scale crawlers. It's a good time.
We need to get him on here.
The Key City guy?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you go to the fall crawl, take the equipment.
I keep meaning to bring our info just to give it to him because I've talked to him about it.
Yeah. I think I've messaged him on Instagram about it. It's just finding time in our busy lives. At least my busy life to get up there and do that too.
The fall crawl's awesome. They do it in the whitewater rafting thing. So it's just rock.
Oh, do they like stop the water?
Yeah, they clean it every year, and he aligns the event with them.
That's fucking cool.
Cleaning it. This is the 7th year.
That's fucking really cool. Because I guess it's man-made rapids, and they can just turn the water off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they
that's
drain
pretty cool.
it, and like you're literally in you're below
water line
where it would be.
So there's a dam.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's a little dam.
Are they replacing it brick by brick?
Yeah.
That's called a callback, brother.
Or is it a call forward? Is this?
No, this is future past, but this is before. This is after the last one. We did this two in order.
It's in the before after.
We're in the after before.
The future past is
in
what
the
we
before
call
for.
The future past is what we call it here at the Dirt Drive. So are you building a tube chassis buggy now? Are you gonna just fucking bastardize the LJ?
No, because I had plenty of conversations with people while I was up there. All American LJ was talking to him about it, and every time I started talking about putting tons onto the LJ, they were like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna beat the hell out of it," and then I'd tell them the story about how it's my first car.
Yeah,
had it since high school, and they're like, "Oh,
got it," because you got your ear ripped off and almost killed in a semi-truck accident.
Telling them the story, they're like, "Yeah, you got to keep that thing nice." I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do."
I know you have tons.
Mm-hmm.
I really think you should just do like JK44s.
I think so too. I think tons are overkill because it's going to be too wide.
I've had tons, and I haven't had tons.
You could trade your 60. You could probably trade the 60 is a more valuable one that you have. What is it? A Sterling 10.5 for the back?
I mean, they're both 60s.
Yeah, but the Sterling 10.5 is not a 60. It's a 10.5 inch ring gear made by Sterling. It's not made by Dana.
Either or.
But you could probably trade that 10.5 Sterling
for a built set of JK axles.
Not for a built set, but for a stock JK44.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Do you have a set of built JK axles?
You
I have
want
a
tons?
built 44
Front?
rear.
Oh, but rear is easy.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah, you have a 44. You have the TJ44.
yeah, but a JK44
In the rear.
is
That's a
different.
wider.
Yeah.
They're 5
It's
inches
wider and it's stronger.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say definitely do that, or try and find a 44 and a 9-inch out of a. We have to go back and listen to the episode, but the one we did with Bronco Time, he talks about the differences of the years of the 9 inches and 44s, which I can't remember what year it is. I think it's the it's specifically 77. The front 9-inch has half-inch wall tubing on a 9-inch axle. Half-inch wall tubing. It's so fucking thick. It's huge.
You mean 44?
Yeah. No, the 9-inch. The 9 inches in the front. Oh, no, the 44's in the front. You're right. My bad.
Yes.
I know what I'm talking about. I'm a dirt nerd. We're called nerds for a reason, because we're fucking idiots.
Dumb.
But yeah, that's what I would find. Trevor's not going to touch that Comanche ever. Sorry, Trevor. I love you,
it's
buddy.
at the shop now.
Just rob the axles out of that.
What's under it?
A 9-inch and a 40, fully built 9-inch and 44. High pinion. Both are high pinion.
Someone posted a front 44 yesterday. I saw.
But I'd like to do that. Like I know we talked about my $1 million 30 for the JK, but that's really where I'm going to stop with it. Is I'm going to do preventative maintenance with tough parts, and eventually I want to put a 44 into the front and go to the 35-inch tire.
Auto.
What?
Tough parts.
I think the Mevotech stuff is pretty tough. That's the stuff we use at the shop. I've got it in the XJ. We've beat the shit out of some Mevotech ball joints. I think all unit bearings are the same. I think you unless you're going like the fucking Temkin stuff, which is like the high precision.
Tuma?
What?
What, the Tuma?
The Temkin?
Timken?
Yeah, Temkin does all the bearings and stuff. Yeah, it's all China.
China.
Honestly, at that point, I think all unit bearings are the same. You're not going to get a stronger unit bearing, but that's why I'm going to upgrade the ball joints, and then not go any further than that.
You lie like a rogue.
Tougher parts, better mechanics. Dirt nerds.
That's pretty good.
That is a good one.
What's that one saying about tough times create strong men create good
Easy
times.
Yeah, good times create weak men,
And weak men create hard times.
which create tough
There's
men.
much more to that.
Is there?
No,
I
yeah.
think that's about it.
If you actually look it up.
Yeah, it's about society and all
It's
that
a
shit.
huge one.
Oh,
Anyway.
I just know that part of it.
I digress.
People.
No, I've had a hankering to build a ton rear to match my 60 front.
Do you have a 44 in the back of your JK right now?
Stock JK.
But, I mean, a stock JK 44 is, you put a truss on it, you put chromalies in it, you're not going to have an issue with it.
Not really, no. I had an issue before the rally with it was installer error. Previously, they fucked up the carrier bearing shims.
Oh, so it was like the backlash and all that shit was out?
I don't know what happened, but one of the bearings fucking wiped itself out. I had to rebuild it.
What carrier was in it?
Fun.
Probably a Yukon. It's got 513s.
Surprising.
But when they put the shims
You got to hold the
in-
mic to your face, Freddie.
when they put the shims in, both shims ended up behind the bearing race. I showed you pictures of them.
behind the race?
Yeah,
How the fuck do you do that?
like they were like folded over.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yep. I remember now.
So that's when I had to come borrow tools from Dirt Nerds.
Yep.
Thanks,
it was all
Tom.
shriveled up.
Yeah, so I had to rebuild just do a bearing job, bearing kit and seals right before the rally.
No.
Wrong
Then I
seals.
fucked up the fucking crush sleeve. It's been
Crush
a
sleeves
while.
are a nightmare.
It's been a while since
They
I
do the
rebuilt a
crush sleeve
44.
eliminators for the 44s. I'm surprised
Yeah,
you
but
didn't
they're
put that
just as
in.
hard to set up because you got to shim it right.
Yeah, you got to settle your backlash.
Yeah, so.
Or your preload. I think that's preload, right? Yeah, it's preload on the pinion.
But your shims are going to affect your ring gear pattern too.
Yep.
So it was a toss up.
Yeah, it's a full rebuild at that point when you can just do a crush sleeve and pull it tight and good to
Because
go.
the ring and pinion were still in good shape, thankfully. And it's got a automatic locker in it.
Oh, I like that.
And then
I think
guy
those are so underrated. Is because they just it sets with wheel speed.
Yeah.
When one wheel spins, I know
Yeah.
with the G80 and the Silverados, the Gov bombs, I think they call them. But when one wheel spins 75 RPM faster, the axle locks up.
Yeah.
And you have a locker then.
But
and that's why I was so impressed with my Silverado, my first red Silverado that wheeled the Cove. I knew we didn't wheel together ever. My cat eye is I was always so impressed. I'm like, why the hell does this truck do so well? Because it's got a locker in the back. It's got that automatic locker.
But the guy before me had that like super thick red line gear oil.
Yeah.
And then I put just Lucas in it. And after that, I was hearing clicking. I was like, what the fuck? I'm pretty sure that the red line was just soaking up the noise of the automatic locker.
I remember he had problems with that. It would always click.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah.
But he also had a LSD in it as well.
Yeah.
So he had an LSD in it first, and then it got rebuilt to the automatic locker.
Yep.
So
I do like the e-lockers too, though.
I have
Yeah.
an air locker in the front.
I'm probably going to do e-lockers in mine. It's just easier.
But you could also do the automatic locker in the
Yeah.
back and e-locker in the front.
The airlines
that way you
just
never have
a
to-
headache.
You never had. Well, you don't have airlines with an e-locker.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
If I
But
do
if
an
you-
ARB air locker.
Okay. But I also agree with Fred. If you do an automatic locker in the back,
Yeah.
you're gonna use the front locker less than you think because
Yeah.
you're gonna lose wheel speed. Try it once, try it twice, third time try something else.
That's how Tom was doing the JK.
Yeah.
You just turn the
How's
front
this
one on.
JK, by the way?
I
Has he dove into it?
Still broken.
still broken.
As far as I know.
That's a bummer.
That could have been changed by the time this episode.
Has it been to the shop yet?
Since I've been back, no.
So it's still broken.
Yes.
It's got to go to the shop to get
Yes.
fixed.
He did make it home though, right? Like
Yeah, he made it home in front wheel drive. No, he got the trailer. It came home on the trailer from the Lovenville Co-op, which is a tough ride because he had to go to the shop
Yeah.
to get the trailer. So fucking 30 minutes. He was 3 minutes
That
from
was a
home.
fun day.
He had to go to the shop to get the trailer.
you should have said something to me. You could have used
Oh.
my trailer.
Yeah, because that was the Jeep broke. Then
He got Tommy to daycare. That was
he
the
got
important
Tommy
part.
to daycare, and then the Kia got a flat,
Yep.
so he had to patch the tire to go home to get the Jeep. Yeah, he was not having fun that day.
Yeah. And then we went to that was like the Monday after Kayla's.
Yeah,
So after we had the Jeep piled up with dudes,
Yep.
fucking rolling into Reston.
Fun times.
That was fun times.
Fun times with Dirt Nerds.
Fun times create hard men. Or fun times create weak men. Are we weak men now since we're having so much fun times?
I mean, you're the one with the desk job, so.
Listen, you talk your shit, buddy. Keep talking your shit.
I'm gonna sip my tea.
We'll see who's depressed in a few years. It's
This guy.
this guy.
I thought you were already there.
No, I'm there. I'm definitely there. But this makes it better. Sitting, being able to drink coffee on the front porch of my shed with my broken car inside, it helps ease the depression.
Hi, broken car.
I showed Freddie what I did. Did I show you what I did?
No.
Oh,
Did you show the podcast what you did?
I will when I pull the engine out. I will. No, so I bought that engine probably in 2015, 2016, and I got the oil pan with the pickup for the oil pan because you need to put the F-body oil pan on it, so it's a little higher so you don't scrape the ground with it. I was a kid when I did it. I was a real dumb kid. So
I mean, you're still a fetus.
Still dumb.
It's
not kid.
Yeah. So when I put it together, I was rushing, I guess. I wish I had a better excuse, but I was definitely rushing. I was excited to put the oil pan on it for it to sit in my garage for another 6 months before I put it in the car. And I never I put on the oil pickup tube and the bolts, the 2 bolts that go in, the 2 10 millimeters, and never tightened it. So to tighten those 2 bolts, those 2 10 millimeter those 2 10 millimeter bolts, I've got to pull the engine, pull the oil pan.
Good.
To tighten down 2 bolts.
Good. You learned your lesson.
Fucking
young man.
Real big dumb idiot.
He hasn't, though, because he hasn't fixed it.
It's ready to pull. I just haven't gotten an
You heard that,
engine hoist
Freddie?
in here yet.
It's not running.
Wow, you sound like my wife. And I've got 2 broken Jeeps in the driveway.
Yeah, you're not doing
You're on a
well.
roll.
I'm not doing well. No. My daily driver has fucking 313,000 miles on it. I'm a great shitbox owner.
I mean, 2 out of my 3 have over 200,000 miles. That's fine.
2 out of my 3 have over 300,000 miles. The XJ and my Sonata.
I think the Mazda just broke 90 to 100,000 miles.
Oh, look at me with a brand new car.
That's Lauren's car.
Look at me with my brand new car.
My truck just got
Isn't there
160.
a brand new Hyundai in your driveway?
Listen. It's so a brand new Hyundai. It is. We got it in July of last year with
new to me.
4,000 or with 4 miles on it. We got it July last year. It is currently August 18th.
No, it's not.
Future past. I don't know what today is. Future past. I think it's the beginning of September. It's got 36,000 miles on it in a year and a month.
Nice.
So I wouldn't call it new. It's depreciated a lot.
Yeah.
Ask me how I know.
Yeah. I would have liked to have taken
It's
the
a great
truck
car,
out
though.
to Colorado just to keep the miles off the Mazda, but
That would have been a nightmare.
Yeah.
We discussed taking the
Yeah.
truck to Colorado. My wife did text me when you got here. She goes, I really like PJ's wheels and tires.
yeah.
Shout out to Rocktrix because those do look fucking great on there. Use code DIRTDRIVE on rocktrix.com to get 5% off. Anything on their website. First ad read in a while. Look at us. They do have great stuff. We run them on all the shop vehicles. Tom's Jeep, Trevor's truck, your truck.
Yep.
The only reason I haven't pulled the trigger with them on my Jeep is because I like the stock bronze wheels so much.
And he's a pussy.
And I'm a pussy. A poor pussy.
I mean, if they ever come out with legit
The
B
8 lug?
locks or 8 lugs, definitely trading up.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know you like their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you also have nice wheels on your Jeep. I want to find a set. I may have to get adapters, but there is the I can't remember what part number it is. But there's a set that I really like that I think would look slick on the Camaro too. But I have to get adapters because those are like 5 by 4.75, some weird 70s lug
Something like
pattern
that, yeah.
on the Camaro, and that nobody makes modern wheels for those. So you have to go to like Coker Tire. Which the other thing I want to do with it is do because it's got the Rally Steelies on it when 15. So do a 18 in the front. For Coker Tire does the Rally Steelies. So do an 18 in the front and a 19 in the back with the Coker Tire Rally Steelies. I think that'd look fucking slick.
Big boy.
Real slick. But back to the episode, PJ. What else did you learn in Rausch Creek? This is fucking side quest galore.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you put 2 cups of coffee in me and don't give me anything to do in the morning.
I definitely learned a lot more about suck down winches, rear steer, like the dig options. Like Tommy was running through like all the stuff that his rig was doing while we were wheeling, and I was like getting lost in the sauce because it was pretty overwhelming.
Well, I mean, you're pretty familiar with that stuff through your RC stuff.
But when you're
the
like
full size application,
yeah,
is a
when
lot
you're
different.
in the rig and you're seeing someone do it, it's a little daunting, especially with his setup with the twin sticks shifting into
He's got twin sticks.
Yeah,
twin stick crawler. Right?
Anyways,
love you, Tommy.
That in itself was mind numbing, trying to figure out what
each one does.
Each one does. That would take a long time for me to get used to that. But it was good. The XJ,
it comes quicker than you think. Figure out what everything does.
I mean,
it's just seat time.
Good couple weekends in, and
just
comes natural at some point.
Yeah.
The XJ, Scumbag Steve's XJ was
the black 2-door.
That thing was awesome. Like, he was a little hesitant at first, and rightfully so, because he was wheeling with 2 buggies and a couple other built rigs. But after like the second or third obstacle,
was he on tons?
Yeah,
So
Super Duty axles. Yeah,
built rig.
The only thing he didn't have was a cage,
Yeah.
which I don't really blame him for not taking obstacles without a cage. But it was good that there was a lot of built rigs. Like Sam Mader's rig, seeing that thing in person, did such a great job. Like, and that's not even just talking him up. Like, that thing is
like the
immaculate.
craftsmanship of it.
Yeah. Like the inside of his half doors, he took the boat padding, like the patterned boat padding, put that as insulation, then did all the inside and the back.
Like, so he did like a full interior build out.
Both sides, and then comp cut the back.
That is one thing we talk about it all the time, is how rock crawlers don't get the same love that like the muscle car guys do.
Oh yeah.
I think if people were to do like not full interior build outs, but that's the one thing that they're missing, is they're so bare bones on the inside.
Yeah.
Is that if you actually like upholster the inside of your rock crawler, that would make it stand out so much.
Oh, yeah.
Because they all look the same on the outside. It's all fucking.
That's how you get sponsors.
It's all DOM and fucking tubes. Yeah.
He did a great job on that thing though. Like the dovetail, the both sides. I'm pretty sure it had an LS. Don't quote me on that.
It's a rock crawler. It's a tube chassis buggy. It's got an LS, unless you're Tommy.
He took a lot of time and effort on building that thing. Like if I didn't care a lot about my LJ, I would build it exactly like that.
I would say find a cheap LJ and build it, but there's no such thing.
No.
My buddy just bought an LJ.
Which the fact that I learned this in the episode that you had, can't remember which one, but the fact that you paid $17,000 for your XJ back in, or not your XJ, your LJ back in like 2011.
Mm-hmm.
There's still that much.
Dude, he can make money selling that thing now. You probably get like fucking 24 for it.
Maybe not in its current state.
It's appreciated though. Like from like if it was to be in stock shape.
Yeah,
your Jeep is appreciated.
I think if I put the built Rubicon JK axles under it and put 37s under it, and then did a little bit more to the drivetrain,
took off some of your armor and like put the body back to stockish. I think.
No,
you don't think so?
With armor and like a fully built rig, people will spend upwards of like 45.
It's obnoxious.
Yeah, but it was good. I was really hoping Sam was going to get on the podcast, because that was one person I wanted to actually pick his brain on his rig. Same with Psycho Cupcake. Get her on.
Yeah, if
her Jeeps are fucking
if you would have had
immaculate.
her on and I wasn't there, I'd have been so upset.
I know,
because I've legitimately wanted to talk to her since we started the podcast.
But it was good talking to Billy. Like I didn't realize he worked for Quadratech.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. He's another one of those guys that's been on 24 Hours to Hell and Back.
And he's the one with the YJ with the red tube?
Nope. That's a TJ.
Is it TJ with red tube?
Yeah.
Okay. TJ and YJ is the same thing.
That one was fun.
At the point where they get to a buggy, they've all got coil springs and fucking...
YJ does not have coil springs.
Well, when you build into a buggy, it does. It's got ORIs or fucking coilovers.
Something like that. But it was good. Like, the trails themselves actually worked out pretty well. Like, we started with a big group. Michelle was going to take some of the not necessarily smaller people, but the people who didn't want to do buggy shit.
Yeah.
Essentially, they started their group. We started ours. Tommy broke down like the first half mile of the trail.
It's not rock on if you're not breaking down.
His fan just shit the bed, and then between Steve and Bill, they unplugged one of his rock lights because it was the same connector, plugged it into the fan, so he turned his rock lights on, and the fan kicked on.
That's genius.
Just trail fix right then and there. It was awesome.
That's great.
And then after that, we hit a bunch of different trails. Sam was leading us. I forget. Oh, we did shoot the moon.
Okay.
That was a cool trail. I got a lot of good photos of everyone there. I think
I'm gonna be shaking later.
Between Tommy and the 4-link boys who brought the YJ, everyone else had like engine problems. Like, everyone either stalled out, was having fuel pressure issues, or the fuel pumps were going out. Like, there was a bug going around. It was so weird.
Were those all the swap Jeeps? Like the LS
No.
swap, or just all 4 liters?
All 4 liters.
Oh no, a 4-liter has an issue.
It was so weird. But, I mean, for the most part, it wasn't anything super crazy. I don't remember what ended up happening to Sam's Jeep, but he had to tow that one back to the campsite, and then he finished out with somebody else for the rest of the day. The YJ broke a transfer case or transmission, one of the two, on Shoot the Moon. And, yeah, we just kind of, like, bobbed around. Didn't really have, like, a plan, but we hit all the good spots. So
Yeah, it was a good weekend of wheeling. I'm glad. I know I said it when I brought in the first episode. I'm like, we finally got someone back on the trails.
yeah.
Like, we finally got back on the trails.
I honestly wanted to do...
We recorded from, like, on site with Jeeps around us. Like,
Yep.
it's like I say, we
had
did.
a little
like,
Hemi startup in the background of the last
that was
one.
nice. That was nice. But I see Freddie looking at his watch. He's got to get out of here.
I gotta go.
So we'll wrap it up.
Got
Freddie,
stuff
you
to
want to since you're a regular, you want to bring us out?
I don't know how to.
You what the? That was really bad.
Yeah. I guess for the Dirt Nerds.
I guess
I
we're
don't
the.
know.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. We are. I'm not guessing. I know we are the Dirt Nerds. Fidget Fred everywhere social. Find him on YouTube. He does good stuff.
Sometimes.
Help us with the algorithm too. Like, I know I'm annoying as shit on YouTube because every time you post a video, I do some stupid comment.
Yeah, it works.
But it works. It helps push it out to other people. You guys can do the same with us. Please like Jesus Christ. That's what happens when I talk for 2 hours in the morning and have 4 cups of coffee. Like and subscribe. Share us with your friends. It helps us grow. Mess with the algorithm, man. Just leave a comment. You can also leave comments on Spotify now.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. So
Didn't know
people can leave comments on Spotify.
That's dangerous.
PJ Pomada Photography. Well, I have to approve the comment being posted. So PJ Pomada Photography, the Jeep Guy 602. I never say it, but I'm Dirt Nerd Tim. I don't post a lot. Because I always spend time on the Instagram side. So if you want to reach out to me, just reach out to me through the Dirt Drive. That's where I'm at. YouTube. Did I already say that?
Stroke.
Facebook.
We had a stroke collectively.
I don't know. What else? What else, guys? Anything else you want to say?
Go
promote?
do stuff.
Go do stuff. Yeah.
Go do fun stuff.
We're
and tag us in it.
I don't know. I don't know if we'll have the space. We'll probably have the space, but if you guys want to join us in October, shoot us a message. Shoot me or Fred a message, and we'll see if we want to approve you to come wheeling with us if you're cool enough.
Yeah, if you want to have me wheel and take photos of people, let me know.
Yeah. All you
I'm
got
down
to
for
do.
a weekend of wheeling.
All you got to do is tell him he'll
Drone
drive
or
himself out there too.
Insta360.
Apparently.
Mobile media.
Nice.
PJ Mobile Media. PJ these nuts.
Perfect.
I think it's a great way to sign out.
Yep.
We'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.